Hi, painting class. All right, so I'm going to run down the process of getting a value-only monochromatic, what's referred to as an underpainting of the pear replica or the pear picture that you are replicating. Some of you went ahead and did some color matching from this photograph, but now we have to have a value system. We can be really enamored with color, but if we don't have value, if we don't have that sense of three-dimensional form, well, what we're trying to paint isn't going to look three-dimensional. So it's really good to start off with a map. And these value maps don't have to be very laborious at all. So you're going to start off with a contour drawing of your pear in your sketchbook. So you can have that side by side. And then what you're going to do is take a picture of your pear, and in your phone, you are going to make it into a black and white version of it. If you have an iPhone, the filter that you're going to put on it is mono. All right. And I'm going to press done. And that's going to give me just a value only black and white image of my pear. Okay. Now I've got this on my iPad because I'm using my phone to record this with. Now, when you do this, you're going to use either alizarin crimson, so it's that purpley red that you have on your palette, or you can use that Diox purple. So it depends on if you want your underpainting to be more warm or if you want your underpainting to be more cool. And there's really like no right or wrong color for an underpainting. It just kind of depends on what effect you want. Some artists solely do alizarin crimson. That's something that I do personally. I like that warm underpainting. But if you want something that's a little bit more cool, you could use purple. I mean, you could use ultramarine. But these are two good choices just from a painter's perspective for this. All right. So now that I have my my pear in black and white, I can use this as a reference. Okay, so now that we've totally taken away color, we can just focus on the value side to it. And there's not too many values in this. I think the darkest is going to be this cast shadow right here. If you want to like label it like a 5 value, 5 being your darkest, that's fine. Whatever system you want to set up for your own personal process, that's completely up to you. What I'm gonna probably want to do right off the bat is mark off where my highlights are so that I know to kind of like avoid painting them. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna avoid painting like this area right now. That's where my highlight is. This shape right here. All right. And then maybe this is like going to be where my medium values are, maybe like my 3s or my 4s. Again, however deep you need this map to get, that's fine, or not, or shallow. All right. I'm going to kind of leave that up to you. But mapping out something is, as a beginning painter, is good practice. Okay. That stem is the darkest as well. All right, that's as comfortable as I am in getting, and then around it is maybe like a 3.5 or 4 value. All right, and then I can start putting down some washy layers of my alizarin crimson. So let's see what this looks like on the side here. Okay, that's kind of like a medium value. So I'm gonna put this over here. I'm going to get a good wash of this down. Now keep in mind, this layer is going to dry. And it's going to be covered up with paint. So do we have to be so exact? No. Okay, so here's maybe like my medium. Now, a good maybe rule of thumb is for something as simple as this, as seemingly simple as this pear, oh no. Okay, I'm gonna wipe that up right away because that was my highlight. what I was saying, for something as seemingly as simple as this pear, keep it simple. Keep it maybe 5 values. All right. Now for my darkest values, that's where I'm going to start to load on this alizarin. So I said that this is going to be the darkest. And then I kind of have these lines right here. All right, then where my 5 value is, so like around here. So if I do a little comparison between pear and negative space, or where that shadow is. And then this is the darkest value that I can get with my alizarin. Obviously, it's not as dark as this. Again, I'm just making myself a map. All right, then this negative space right here, we can't forget about that negative space. That's like a 3.5, 4 value. And then that stem is a 5 value. But then there's a little bit of a highlight right there. Okay, and I need to get to some of my lighter values here. Don't want to go over these highlights. And then I'm going to change up my brush here. I have the right brush for the job. Just got some purple in there. All right. So I've got a pretty decent map, a pretty decent what is referred to as an underpainting, so that when I do get to kind of the magic of the color, I can also consider the value as well as just the color. All right. So this is going to be the first part of your process for this tiny little painting that's going to go just right inside the sketchbook. Okay? Hooray!